Well, good evening. We're here to do another one of my shots live from, well, tonight being Halloween, live from one of our cemeteries here in Middleboro, Massachusetts. And our subject for this early evening is the existence of Satan in biblical context. I know that a lot of religions don't believe in Satan, but we're not concerned with them. We're concerned with Judeo-Christian thought. And in Judeo-Christian thought, Satan is quite prevalent. He makes his first, chronologically, the first time we see Satan is in Job chapter 1, where it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to visit, came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came among them." And of course, the sons of God were the angels. And even though Satan had been cast out of heaven, he came to visit with them, and that was what the point was. His actual first appearance in the Bible reading, however, comes from 1 Chronicles 21:1, where we're told that Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number them. Now, as to his origin, his name Satan, which really means adversary, his real name was Lucifer, okay, and he was an angel of some quality, which we'll discuss in a minute, up there with Michael and up there with Gabriel, one of the three angels of name mentioned in the Bible, but because he had an angelic rebellion against God, taking 1/3 of the angels with him, he was named the adversary, or Satan. He was, of course, defeated by the armies of Michael and was cast down to earth, where his minions, the people that fought with him, his armies, became demons or devils, and he remained Satan. He was never, nor has he ever been, an overseer in hell. Satan hasn't even seen hell. In fact, if it reads in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8, that to this day and hour, your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he may devour. Most of the information about this comes from a mixture of old wives' tales and a book, an Italian book known as Dante's Inferno, or the Inferno, by Alighieri Dante. As to his origins, as I said, he was formerly called Lucifer, meaning the morning star, and they never translated that in many of the Bibles because they didn't want it to say morning star, because Jesus is the morning star, and they didn't want there to be any confusion. And he was cast down to earth for trying to take over the throne of power from God. In Isaiah chapter 14, we're told, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into the heavens, and I will exalt myself above the stars of God. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, and I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High." In Ezekiel 28, we're also told that at one time he was the anointed cherub that was in charge of the angels. And it says, "And I have set thee so," God's words. "Thou wast upon the holy mountain of the Lord. Thou hast walked up and down in the stones of fire." So even though this is set in the context of the city of Tyrus and a prince of Tyre, it could no way be a human being that walks amongst the stones of fire. "Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created, till iniquity was found in thee. By thy multitude of thy mercy thou hast filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee out as a profane, out of the mountain of God as profane, and I will destroy you. O covering cherub from the midst of the stones of fire, thine heart was lifted up because of thine beauty, and I will eventually lay thee before kings, that they may behold your demise." You see, now both God and Satan are spirits. We know that Paul tells us that Satan is the spirit or the prince of the power of the air, which gives us a lot of understanding as why radio music, song music, song lyrics, and radio television program has become so semi-pornographic as of late, is because Satan is in charge of that. People shouldn't have to worry about Satan on their own. Satan isn't concerned with you and me personally. He's got bigger fish to fry, maybe the Muslims out in the East or the Clinton-Trump debate. I don't know which ones he's working on, but the devils and the demons are prevalent. He shall not win them. The book of the Revelation tells us in chapter 20, and the devil that deceived them will be cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and he shall be tormented day and night forever. And God shall usher in an age of peace and tranquility and heaven on earth. Thank you very much. But this Halloween Eve, watch out for things that go bump in the night.